Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday and welcome to Thrive, Not Just Survive. I'm your host, Nasira Jamal. I am so happy to be here. I hope you guys all had a wonderful weekend. Was supposed to have a guest on today, a very special mompreneur, but it looks like something has come up for her and she's unable to join me. So I just wanted to come in and talk a little bit to you about what is it that makes you excited or wants you to makes you want to jump out of bed and do the things you want to do, and what is it that really keeps you not motivated? What makes it so that you feel like you don't know what the next step is or what to do, or how do you get out of that funk, as people call it? So I've sort of been thinking about a lot of different things as COVID has been going on. And one of the things that keeps popping up for me is this idea of not being aligned with who we are and what is it that we're supposed to be doing. So a lot of my clients ask me, Nasir, I don't really know what my purpose is. I don't know why I'm here. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? And for a lot of my clients, COVID has really brought about some difficulties because they had to, think about what to do. A lot of them, were working part-time jobs or even just full-time jobs, but they were laid off. And they began to really think about what is it that they can do. Obviously, this is a difficult time for people. And what I want to really talk about is how do you get out of this funk, where you're feeling really disempowered. We all are going through a lot of things. And the whole idea of the globally, mankind is under stress that is unlike anything we've ever experienced. And when we come out of this, we are going to be different. Now, we get to decide what different means, right? So we can all kind of look at and say, well, I just want things to go back to normal. Well, what is that normal? And if that normal wasn't working for you, if that normal wasn't empowering you, if that normal was not really giving you the ability to live your life the way you wanted to live it, then perhaps look at this a little bit differently. Look at it from a perspective of, well, what is this opportunity giving me? Is it giving me the chance to recalibrate? Is it giving me the opportunity to figure out really what is it that'll make me happy? So as a women entrepreneur, and I help women entrepreneurs find their path and figure this out, it's really about going inside and looking within to see what it is, who you are, and why is it that some things really excite you and some things really disempower you. Because when we look at the things we don't want, remember, we live life in contrast. We have to know day to know night. We have to know happy to know sad. So it is life in contrast. And this is how we learn and how we can figure out what it is that we really want out of our life. And COVID-19 has been difficult. And, we can look at the silver lining as it's giving us a time to reset. My book is called Life Reset. And though I wrote it a couple of years ago, I didn't know we were going to be into this kind of global pandemic. But really, the book talks about a reset. How do you reset life? No matter what you're going through, there's ebbs and flows in life, there's ups and downs. And again, as I said, life is lived in contrast. There is dark and light. And this is giving us the opportunity to come forward into our own light. So I'd like to invite you to think about what it is that you want to be, or who is it that you want to be or become as you come out of COVID, or as we come out of this place of resetting. Because really the answers are in this troublesome time. A diamond is made under pressure, and we are all under pressure to come out of this shining brilliance into the world, brilliance into our families and our life and the communities we serve. So this is my challenge for you. think about what it is you want, and not the how so much as to how you're going to get it, but really figure out what it is that you really find joy in. And, that's right, Anne Marie, thank you for watching. And life is lived in contrast. And this is why, we learn from that kind of contrast, is that we can see the things we don't want, so we can really um, get clarity on what we do want. And that is the whole idea of what I'd like you to take away from beginning this week, from that place in your mind, in your heart, to say, what is it that just brings me joy? Don't worry about the how. Don't worry about, well, I don't have the resources to do that. I really don't even know what that means. I just know that, helping others makes me happy, or painting makes me happy, or dancing makes me happy. This is an exercise, and though you may find it a little bit more difficult to do because you are looking at going inward, I really challenge you to do this. I do this every day so that I can really get focused and clear on my day. Not so much, well, what do I want in 5 years? What do I want in 3 years? It's more about, what do I want in this day? And that is the whole notion about living in the moment, because that will empower you. You see, a lot of us get into this spiral of, oh my gosh, what am I going to do next year if I don't have this or I don't do that? But we lose the moment of now, because that's the only thing we really control. Is just this moment. And it takes away the worry, it takes away the stress, it takes away a lot of the things that we make up in our minds to be huge as problems. But if we can live in the moment, it can bring you to a point of peace, to say, all I can do is control this moment. And in this moment, I choose to be happy. I choose to have good thoughts. I choose to not focus on the things I cannot control, right? And I believe this is one of those missing keys, missing puzzle pieces, if you want to say, in how we are going to get out of COVID, or the whole challenge of COVID. Of course, we're following protocols and we're doing all the things that we're directed to do to keep everyone safe, including ourselves and our families. But really, I want you to look at this as an opportunity, the silver lining. You see, I think this is Wayne Dyer's quote. He says, when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. And how profound is that? It's really in our perspective. It is in our thoughts. It is how we are looking at things. If we look at it as a doom or gloom situation, then that's all we're going to see. But if we look at it in a sense of, there's a silver lining to all of this. There is something's going to come out of this that is bigger and better than we ever imagined it to be. So that is my challenge for you today. I want you to be thinking about, how can you live today in an empowered state of being? And I also want to, just give a little bit of sort of invitation to you. If you are kind of confused and you have time on your hands and you're feeling like, I'm ready to take on new learning, figuring things out, then I want to invite you to a very special masterclass that's going on, that's starting actually this Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will put the link in the thread of this video. It's actually a class that is valued at $997, but because of COVID, Codebreaker Technologies, the company, has put out this 4-week masterclass for free. And you can invite a guest. You can actually share this on your own Facebook page or in your network, because you never know who could use this type of information, who could be around people that can empower them, that can maybe, give more sort of information for learning and taking more steps to move forward. So I want to invite you guys to this masterclass. Like I said, I'm going to share the link. It is free. It's valued at $997. However, for the next 4 weeks, you can take this masterclass for free. It will give you information. It will give you a network of people. You will make friends on here that will probably stay with you for the rest of your life. That's what happened to me. I took this class back in April, or May actually, and it's changed me completely. It has given me a new set of friends. It has given me a new network to talk with, to join hands with, and be empowered, because really we get empowered by the people we're around. So if you look at your circle of friends or your network and there's a lot of negativity in there, or people really feeling the doom and gloom, if you stick within that energy, you are going to be sucked into that and you're going to have a harder time getting out of it. So surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with people that are doing the things that you want to be doing, the life that they're living. You want to have that. You want to live in that empowered state of being, because it is your God-given right. Okay, I want you to go away with that today. Abundance is your God-given right. And don't let circumstances around you pull you into the energy of scarcity. It is so amazing with the people that I see that really live in that fear mode, that they can't get past it. I really want to encourage you all to look at this in a different way. I invite you to this masterclass. It's free. It's not going to cost you anything. It's going to be 90 minutes of totally information that's going to be able to change your life. You're going to be able to implement, you're going to take action. And that's the key to really moving yourself forward. And I find that people that take quick action are the ones that are on that path of success in whichever way. It's not just about money. Guys, come on, let's get real. This is about living the life of peace and contentment, and helping others do the same. It's, yes, I understand, we all need resources. We all need to pay the bills. We all have mortgages and rents and, food to feed our family. And these are things that we have to do. But there's also other layers of our life, of our being, that talks about happiness and contentment. And when we get into that vibration, the other stuff happens too. Because remember, everything is energy. I talk about this all the time. We are energy, and everything we say and do is energy. So how about we get into a vibration of high frequency of abundance so that you can start attracting that into your life? So that's what I want to invite you to. I want to invite you to this 4-week masterclass that is life-changing. You're going to be in a network of people that are in empowered states. You're going to be watching people train you for free, because they realize that this information is so important. For us to have a global change, we have to be part of the change. And so the link is going to be in the comments. If you have any questions, please feel free to private message me. I'll be happy to talk you through it. And really take today to go inward and figure out what makes you happy and what's going to give you that life that you want to create, because you've been given the opportunity to create a new blueprint. And I want to invite you to ask for help. Reach out to me. It's free. I'm here and I want to help. So that's it for Monday. That's my little tip for you. Let's call this Motivational Monday. I hope, Amanda, if you're watching this later, I hope you're well. I hope that, I know you couldn't attend the interview, but I do want to give you a big shout out because I'm a big fan of yours and I think you're doing great work. So that's all for today. Sending you a lot of love. Reach out to me if you need any assistance. And remember to be kind to yourself and to others. Much love to you all.